Hey friends, and welcome to this new video dedicated to Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. Today we will talk about an interesting topic. We will discuss the ARG connected to Chapter 5. When will it officially begin? What can we expect from this new hunt for secrets? But most importantly, what if it has already started quietly without us noticing? This time, Mob Entertainment seems to be doing things very differently from the past. Why do I say that? Well, for the previous chapters, the ARG always started before the release of the Steam page. But this time, the Steam page for Chapter 5 is already available and still no official ARG. At least, on the surface. So in this video, we will analyze this situation. We will try to understand if this silence is intentional, and if the Mob team is following a completely new strategy to surprise us all. We will make theories, connect clues, and try to understand if some recent details could be the first hidden pieces of the future ARG. Get ready, because this introduction is just the beginning. In the rest of the video, we will dive deep into every suspicious detail, talk about what might happen from now until the release of Chapter 5, and try to predict when the real horror investigation will begin. Before continuing, make sure to leave a big like to support the channel and subscribe if you haven't already. This way, you won't miss any updates, news and theories about Poppy Playtime and Chapter 5. Alright, are you ready? Let's begin with the first theories about the mysterious ARG of Chapter 5. First of all, I would like to analyze what happened with Chapter 4, because I think there is a very important clue there that could help us understand what might happen with Chapter 5. So, in the case of the previous chapter, the ARG started when the series The Story So Far was released. Do you remember it? It was a series dedicated to the secrets and the story of the previous chapters. It basically showed a recap of the plot, adding hidden details and mysteries, giving us a clearer vision of everything that had happened so far inside the world of Playtime Co. That series currently has only 3 episodes. And why? Because when it was published, Chapter 4 had not been released yet. But the most important thing is that right in the first episode, there were hidden coded words to decipher. And that was the exact moment when the ARG of Chapter 4 officially began. Every new episode contained secret phrases to decode, and all these phrases, when put together, formed a mysterious poem that guided us step by step through the hunt for secrets. Now, let's talk about Chapter 5. So far, the episode of The Story So Far, dedicated to Chapter 4, has not been released yet. The one that should recap the previous events and introduce us to what comes next. And so, it is very likely that it will be that exact episode to start the new ARG. Maybe with a new hidden phrase, or some encrypted details that only the most attentive fans will be able to notice. But wait, because if we think carefully, a video with a hidden phrase actually already exists. A video that might have already kicked off the new ARG without anyone realizing it. And very soon we are going to analyze it together. It could be the very first clue of this whole mystery. So stay with me, because now things are going to get super interesting. The secret hunt of Chapter 5 might have already begun, and we must discover it together. Now let's talk about why the ARG might have already started silently without any official announcement. And the really interesting thing is that everything might have already begun with the first teaser trailer of Chapter 5. If we remember correctly, that teaser contained a hidden message. In fact, for just one frame, a secret phrase appeared, and in this case, it was perfectly readable, with no strange codes or characters to decode. The secret phrases in the videos were typical of the ARG in Poppy Playtime, in particular in the ARG of Chapter 4. Even in the videos from the Story So Far series, the hidden phrases appeared in secret parts of the video, exactly like what happened here, with a phrase that appears for less than 1 second inside the first teaser trailer of Chapter 5. So, the connections are already becoming very interesting. There is also another very important detail. In the teaser trailers for the previous chapters, there were no hidden phrases. This is the first time ever that a hidden sentence appears in an official teaser. This could mean that Mob Entertainment has completely changed their strategy and decided to include the first pieces of the ARG directly in the teaser trailers. Maybe the next teaser trailer will contain new hidden phrases with even more mysterious secrets. Or there could be encoded visual details that we will need to connect together to discover the next step of the secret hunt. For sure, nothing was added randomly, and we must analyze every single frame with great attention, so we might already be in the middle of the new ARG without even noticing it. And if that is really the case, every official update could be a crucial piece to place in the right position. Now let's talk about another fundamental element that has always characterized every ARG in Poppy Playtime: the interactive PC. In the past, this tool has also been called the ARG PC, and it represents one of the most interesting and engaging parts of the experience. In fact, through these interactive PC, it was always possible to explore mysterious folders where documents connected directly to the game and the lore of the series were hidden. Inside these PC, there were often encrypted or very mysterious images that required editing techniques to be decoded. A perfect example comes from the PC linked to Chapter 4, where there was an image that, after several attempts to editing, revealed a hidden character, Pianosaurus. But what has always made this PC famous among fans is the presence of secret cameras. Through the PC, we could access surveillance systems to see some mysterious zones of Playtime Co. In previous chapters, players were able to observe real environments with small details and suspicious movements. For example, in Chapter 3, we saw some parts of the map and there were catnap and a mini dog day. Even in the case of Chapter 4, although the cameras did not show images but only an audio to decipher, the mechanic was once again fascinating and full of secrets. For this reason, it is almost certain that in Chapter 5, we will have a new interactive PC ready to surprise us. We will very likely see the return of folders full of hidden files and encrypted images, along with the ability to access cameras, to see new secret areas, and discover important information about the company and the characters involved. The interactive PC has always been one of the main tools to progress in the ARG, so we can prepare ourselves for a new wave of digital puzzles that will accompany us all the way to the release of the final chapter. Now let's move on to a very important question. When could the ARG PC become available? Unfortunately, at the moment we don't have any official information about it, so I don't want to make theories that are too risky. However, we can look at the current situation and try to figure out what might happen. The key point is that Mob Entertainment has already started releasing official content related to Chapter 5, such as the Steam page, which is already available. This means that the promotional machine is finally moving and that the next few months will surely bring us a lot of news. For this reason, I really don't think the new ARG PC will be released many months from now. It wouldn't make much sense to kick off all this communication and then force fans to wait too long before the interactive part begins. In my opinion, the most likely time frame is within the next few months. And considering how things are evolving, I believe the ARG PC could arrive by the end of March. A perfect moment to start the most intense phase of the secret hunt. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. You are amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.